Hey everybody, it's Team One Upham here on PCP, Pop Culture Preservationist, and today we'll be talking about a topic that I'm not very well informed about right now because I was on vacation, which is E3. But luckily for me, Benny and Kevin are very well informed on this subject. So take it away, boys.
How's it going, everybody? Benny here.
And I'm Kevin.
And that's Kevin.
Just Kevin.
And we're upon E3 2018. We're sitting here right pretty much at the end of all the major developers, and it's been exciting, wouldn't you say?
I would say it has been exciting.
Yes, it does.
I just like, not knowing enough about the subject, I do just get a kick out of the fact that how much money goes into this event. And and all the hype around it. And you go on your social media and it's all you see all day long is the E3 this, E3 that. I'm not talking trash about it. I just find it kind of comical to see how much money they actually dump into these things. But I heard it was a big year, in your opinion, for Xbox?
It's a big year for Xbox. It's a big year for all the three main.
For a year where they're not actually introducing any new hardware, I think it's been a pretty big year. A lot of announcements, major studios, each and every one of the major platforms had something to say to varying degrees.
We started off E3 with EA, and I'm going to flat out say it that EA had probably the most boring, driest E3 presentation anyone could have.
So they're
ever
right up
watched.
there with our show. That is fantastic,
Man.
Yes.
I'm going to say second worst.
We at least
Second
slipped
worst?
in water.
Second worst.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on Nintendo? I'm a big Nintendo fanboy, so.
We'll get to them.
You want to save them for juicy?
we're gonna save them.
That was coming up.
Yeah, we'll
That
talk
was
about
today.
Nintendo later.
That was today.
So short of the drive-by that was Square Enix's.
They're like, hey, bye.
Here's our game. See ya. No, EA is doing their typical EA stuff. There are no surprises. There's going to be another FIFA. We're all shocked. It's going to be out on the Switch, like every other game in existence.
Well, not a full version, but a half version.
Oh yeah, everything's dumbed down a bit. It's either really dumbed down or everyone's shocked that, oh my god, they made it to the Switch. It's Doom. It's Demon Souls. It's this or that. I can't believe they put it on the Switch. Just make the system better.
We started with right after EA. We had Bethesda.
Bethesda was up in there.
Bethesda finally gave us more gameplay on Fallout 76.
Yeah, that was a weird one of those things where they had a website specifically dedicated to it and a countdown clock. No one knew what it was actually going to be, and then they revealed it ahead of E3, like a week ahead of E3, and they had a few more details this time. But I mean, why not just save that? Like, forget about the website, reveal it, and make it a good announcement.
I guess all of E3 had a lot of leaks. It kind of.
Well, that's not a leak. They
Like,
built
I'm
a
known-
website.
I would say that a lot. They leaked their own stuff.
Intentional leak. It's like the White House on a Friday. Like that's what's going on with
Yeah,
E3
they didn't
this
want
year.
to spoil you for having excitement, so they built a website to ruin it for themselves. Above and beyond that, I mean, they had some pretty good videos. They had
Doom?
something that worked with the Amazon Echo.
Skyrim.
And
That
Skyrim.
funny bit with.
Interesting. I found that interesting. I'll be
That
honest
was
with
with
you.
Keenan Michael
Yeah.
Keel the third.
Yeah,
or
Keegan.
One of those guys.
Might have a man crush on them. I'm not gonna lie.
They're pretty much.
Regularly watching them.
Listen, you play Skyrim on anything.
Honestly, if it weren't for Key and Peele, I wouldn't even watch their show.
So what was the other highlights of this week? I mean, you're not just informing them, you're informing me. So I need to know.
So those were the. That's how we started off the weekend. Then the big
Ubisoft
three.
snuck in there a little bit.
Ubisoft came. I'm not a fan of them.
Ubisoft, or
I'm not a fan of Ubisoft.
well, they're doing that expansion. I know this is a
We
little bit
apologize.
Nintendo,
We
but,
apologize now in advance, Ubisoft. If you do want to sponsor us, we can fire Benny at any time. I'm sorry, just throwing it out
Oh, in a
there.
heartbeat. I'd like
We
to.
got friends up in Canada that work for them.
I've got a whole website with a countdown clock all about how much I hate him. Then again, I may have spoiled it right there.
True. We're definitely going to erase this episode in the near future.
But yeah,
So-
Ubisoft, and this is a shocker, released another Just Dance game.
Listen, Just Dance
Isn't it
Infinite.
incredible? Like, they sell. Those games actually sell. Yeah, you find them in the bargain bin, at Walmart at some point, but they sell. Can you blame them?
It's Just Dance 2019,
It's incredible.
and
Yeah, where'd
they
they
still
come
have
up
a
with that
version.
title?
They still have a version for the Wii.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I'm sorry. Things like that, I hate them because I don't have any rhythm at all, and I'm not flexible. So maybe if I could dance,
We're gonna start.
I
You, we're
would bash
gonna
you so
start you
much.
back a couple of years, and then you can work your way
Yeah,
back
yeah.
up to
I'm gonna start at
2019.
91. That's probably when I should have started.
They are releasing a expansion featuring Donkey Kong for the Rabbids Mario game, and that's supposed to be a lot harder than the actual core game. So that'll be pretty interesting.
They did well with that's the only positive I can give. That they took a Nintendo IP, and they took their properties and they did it justice.
They made it a complete
And
game.
they ended up.
And the Rabbids don't make you dance.
And they don't make it.
Thank God.
And I think they'll do good with the expansion. And then they finally got to having another piece, which is Starlink. And the Nintendo version will have exclusive Star Fox into that game. So you'll be able to play as Star Fox, as Fox McCloud, and have the R-Wing and go into space. So that's always a
Anything
plus.
Star Fox, I'm a big fan of.
I can tell.
Don't worry, we're gonna get to this later.
Wow, smooth. You ready to build another website?
Oh yes, we do.
Yeah.
So the big of the three, the big
three.
was Microsoft, and Microsoft came out for the jugular. They went straight, started off the presentation
I completely disagree, but go on.
with the heavy hitter.
Uh-huh.
They said, "Oh yeah, here's Halo 6." Show the beginning, show the world, looked beautiful. And I just felt like Phil Spencer was on a roll. And I know you're looking at me, and I told you, I'm a Sony fanboy, I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I'm not really a Microsoft guy, but I have to give props when props
I mean,
is
I
due.
bought my Xbox for Cuphead. Like that's how not of an Xbox guy I am. You know what I mean? So
Well,
it's
good
pretty
news for
impressive.
you. There's a Cuphead expansion. coming
Yeah, I'm
in a
very
year.
excited. In a year, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
There's going to
great.
be a new character it's the Chalice character that was already in the tombs, and they're making it playable, and there'll be a whole other aisle. Since the game costs $20 to begin with, I can't imagine they'll charge more than $10 for the expansion.
Which
Yeah.
is another reason why I love Cuphead. I just wanted them to release more physical copies of it. As the
Well, there are
president.
no physical copies.
As the preservationist, as we are, when you have a game that beautiful, it's a piece of art. We consider gaming art. That's why we are in an art gallery right now, right? Like that's our mantra. And you take a game like that, and it doesn't have a physical copy, and you say to yourself, it's like, but in 10 years, when they're no longer, taking care of those servers, and my console's gone forever, and what the hell am I going to do? That game's going to be lost to me.
So did you see what they actually did for the physical release? Because they released a version in a box.
Oh, I saw the box. Oh,
Best-
yeah. Oh, you're
Best
talking
Buy
about. Oh, okay.
specific.
Yes.
No, with a cell from the game, quote
Yes.
unquote.
Yes.
It's a digital game, so it's not a real
Yeah.
animation
And
cell.
and I also saw what collectors are paying for it now. So it's just insane. Like, why?
Well, the silliest part is there's not even a code in the game.
Nope.
It's on your receipt.
Yep.
I saw them at Best Buy. There were 8 of them. I brought it to the register. They asked me my name, my address, my phone number, my email, and I'm like, no. I'm just buying a box here.
That game needs a physical release. It's something that 20 years from now, people should have the right to own and play.
Completionists are going to go nuts on that one,
Yeah.
just having that box.
Yeah, with the
And
receipt.
debating whether or not-
And now you need the receipt too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Yeah.
But
not-
yeah, back
maybe-
to E3 though. We're getting
Yeah.
off on a
Sorry.
tangent.
But
Back
but
to
that
how
is
much I hate
E3.
them.
That was still E3 conversation.
Tell me the good stuff, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Oh yeah? Okay. Microsoft. All right. Bill came down and let everybody know
It made it rain.
the bank is open.
He made it
all right?
rain.
He made it rain.
Made it rain.
He made it rain with 50 games being shown.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
He paid for tons of world premieres. exclusives.
Well, they-
finally,
But they had to do something. I mean, let's be honest here.
It was
Microsoft
do or
is
die.
in trouble.
it was do or die for a
Microsoft
while.
is in trouble. Bill, if you're listening, one, we'd love to get a grant for that museum we're doing, and two, you got to step it up. I mean, Xbox is in trouble.
Well, Xbox has, like I said, has gone full frontal, going all the way with trying to develop.
It's full frontal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you did say full frontal.
Sorry, full force,
Full throttle.
'Cause I-
full throttle, full
I
frontal.
don't wanna
showing
see
it
Bill.
all.
Bill doesn't have to go full frontal. He's a billionaire.
Listen,
Bring attention to your obvious mistake there, but here we are.
well, everything, all the cards are out. They showed everything. They're going for 5 new game studios. All right, full development. The next system is in development. You know,
Ooh, there's a blockbuster
Okay.
announcement.
but Game Pass. Game Pass is going to put GameStop on in hot water.
Yeah, just like Xbox Live Gold did. with
No,
their free
but
games.
but they're giving you newly timed new games right to the pass, and we're talking about $10 a month.
I could-
And like Fallout
could-
4 is how long? How old
That
of a
could
game?
be a problem. That could be a problem for GameStop.
Within what?
That's a 9-year-old game, Fallout 4.
4.
Oh, sorry, 4.
Yeah, there you go, guy.
Yeah. It's within 9 years.
Lovers
It is
Quarrel.
coming out.
Lovers Quarrel.
Listen, and it was already put on Game Pass as of Monday night.
So here's why they're garbage. They came out. Their biggest announcement wasn't game related, which wasn't even at E3. They paid $7.5 billion for GitHub. Great move on their part, going back to their roots. Then they bought 5 more studios because you know how you buy that one thing online when you're drunk and then you're like, I'll just add more things to the cart. It'll bring down the shipping.
Sounds like me and eBay.
So they bought a few more studios. So now they have 50 titles that they can cancel the whole lot of whenever they feel like it because they're Microsoft and they feel like willy-nilly canceling titles left and right. We're still waiting for half a dozen of them that are just never going to happen. And here's some stuff. A week ago, I made a prediction that they were going to come out with 2 Gears of War games and a Halo game. They blew me out. They came out with 3 Gears of War games and a Halo game. They're taking the
He did
very,
say
very
that.
few properties that they actually own, and they're just driving them straight into the ground, Rock Band or Guitar Hero style, as if we didn't care about them little enough already. They're going to make sure we don't care about any one of them. We know that they're making a new console. My guess is it'll be out next year. It'll be announced at the next year's E3. And now they've made it
What is its name gonna be?
the Xbox
720.
Yeah.
uh,
Fourth dimension.
Xbox 420.
420.
I don't know. They make terrible decisions. It'll be bundled with 4 Kinects along with it. You have to buy all of them. But they basically said we don't care about consoles anymore because all of their games are also playable on the PC. And now with crossplay, so they've decided we don't want to compete with Sony, who's kicking our butts. We're going to try and compete with Steam for some reason in a completely different medium, and then lose that.
All right, not watching E3. I feel like he just buried you. Now, like I know right now you guys are like my fake news. Get my fake news right now, but right now I'm just saying like it's pretty effective.
Listen,
Don't get upset.
watch
Moving on to Sony.
watch to see what Microsoft does. And like I said, I don't even have an Xbox and any
Can
of
we
that.
get into
Well,
Nintendo?
But we get there. Sony, it's
Sony
not
won't
that
take
hard
long.
to talk about
Yeah.
Sony.
Sony status quo.
Sony knew that hey, we have 4 core games that we want to tell you about this year, and they're like 4 movies, like 4 prime time, like blockbuster hits. You started off the gate with The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us was an amazing game. I
One
think
of
it's
the best I've ever seen.
from the start to the finish.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous game. So yeah, I am excited
Now
about
it's
that.
it's funny because I actually bought a PlayStation Pro, and spent my money out for a 4K OLED, just for these games. And when I first saw this trailer, I was blown away.
Well, I got to take it back. I bought an Xbox One kiosk for Cuphead. Okay, so I don't want to hear your pissing contest with me. Go. I digress. Go
You
on.
bought that kiosk?
Yeah, well, got it for free.
I'll go you one better. I bought Cuphead just so I could play it on my Xbox One.
Go on. Tell me more about Sony.
So they hit us with that. They hit us with one of the 3 or 4 samurai games that are coming out this year.
It looked good. It looked
the
good.
Ghost of
What, do they get a discount if they make 3 samurai games at a time?
It just, well, not for nothing.
well,
it
on
does,
top of the 3 pirate games that are out.
but does it not harken back to the launch of PlayStation? I actually am fine with that. you know,
Onimusha?
on
Onimusha and all that.
on an emotional impact, it was nice.
Where's my new Tenshu? I want a new Tenshu.
Yes, I'm looking into
Soon.
the camera.
Soon.
Soon.
And just to make sure they had a little more pirates and ninjas. There is a Pirates of the Caribbean level for Kingdom Hearts 3
And Frozen.
and Frozen, so
So
you can
sing along.
sing at the stupid
It's a
little
real man's show,
snowman
huh?
who needs to melt. Like put him in the Caribbean, see how he does. Not so well.
I'm gonna go play Frozen. I'm gonna call out of work Monday and just play Frozen.
You should let it go.
I should just let it go. I might have to let it go. I wasn't eating too healthy today. Better watch out.
They showed us.
Oh, I get it, like the lyric
Just Kevin.
from the movie.
Just
Yes.
Kevin.
They came out swinging with a Resident Evil 2 remake.
Wow, I haven't been able to play that yet.
That's because you peed yourself last time you played.
All right, I'm curious. Did they touch upon, other than obviously bringing it to 4K quality, did they touch upon what is going to make this remake different? Like, other
You know,
than
they made a Resident Evil 1 remake and no one cared? Fun fact.
a fun fact is because we're one of the few people that actually would care. But yeah, I'm just curious. Did they talk about any of the differences that we would see in this game, or they just made the announcement?
It's remastered.
Just
It's
remastered.
It's remastered. It's HD'd out.
Storyline's going to stay the
They're
same.
nickel and diming you.
I think they
It's-
may have changed up a little bit of the engine up, of
Okay.
how everything was kind of set. Like
Nothing could be better than the camera angles. At least the camera angles should be better this
yeah,
time.
like
Give
getting
us
stuck
3
between
at
a
a
door.
time, like the Crash Bandicoot series or the upcoming Sly series. I want all 3 of the first 3
Okay,
together.
that's a
in
fair
one.
statement. If you're not gonna be creative and you're gonna just remaster a title that everybody loves, yeah, give us the first 3. Actually, that's a fair statement. Actually, I agree with that.
I mean, you don't have to hit it out of the park like Rare did and just bundle every single game they ever made plus a couple of ZX Spectrums.
Or you could. That would be nice.
Oh,
Also, that would be
was
nice.
The best compilation ever made.
I love Rare. Oh, I'll get to this later.
You were just trying
I
to.
can't wait to talk about it. I just don't care about E3. I love this thing.
Then one of the many elephants in the room, the
Yes.
third major console manufacturer that wanted to have an announcement.
Hold on.
Atari.
Yes.
Atari is coming out with a new system called the VCS that is sure there and it does stuff and a lot of it's made up. They did a very popular Indiegogo campaign.
That must have been quicker than
Well,
the
first-
Square
first
Enix,
of all-
that they faked all of the footage.
It was House of Cards. But everybody I know in the retro community is looking at this with real excitement, but at the same time going, we've been down this road before with these kind of consoles, and to hear that everything was BS is heartbreaking because I really want this thing to succeed.
I want it to succeed so that they'll make a Switch competitor shaped like the Atari Lynx that just like throws into a dock and you can play it on the go and then flip it around.
There's actually people watching the show who may not even know what the hell that is. You may
Oh.
want to tell them what that is.
So this is something you should look up on the internet because doing that doesn't take a lot of effort.
So Wikipedia, even if you're really lazy,
It's a portable game console that takes portable game cartridges. I think we're all caught up.
that was ambidextrous, I may add.
It was. They thought left-handed people could only play with the other way, so they made it so you could flip it upside down and have the D-pad on this side.
Which
That's
is
why
crap
there's
because
2
I'm a
sets of
lefty and
buttons.
I've gotten used to playing righty on everything. So yeah, no.
But no, the actual third manufacturer is Nintendo.
Yes.
And
You're
they
getting excited
had
about
one
the Atari
heck
thing.
of a release today. They showed all kinds of stuff.
in 5 seconds.
Yes, in 5 seconds, and then the other half of their presentation was all Smash Brothers.
not to rush into everything, but they did show Xenoblade Chronicles got a new DLC, which is amazing.
You got Xenoblade Chronicles. You got a new, what was it? Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem,
Fire Emblem's coming out. We got Overcooked 2 coming to the system.
Dragon Ball Z Fighters, which was like, hey, bye.
But hey, I know you guys were looking for that really cool anime-based game, but you got this instead. We didn't even mention that.
Yeah. Go check out Jump Force.
Jump Force has every anime character ever made, plus they drew a few
It's a
new
battle
ones.
royale.
It's got, what has it got? It's got Naruto, it's got Bosco, it's got Betty Boop in there, it's got Goku Cola, it's got
And the whole Freezer.
some of the guys from the animated series of Star Trek, because they did that for a reason.
Pretty much.
Every anime character you've ever, the bus from Studio Ghibli with like the cat face, he's one of the
I'm
enemies.
cool with this.
And they apparently are all fighting in a city that Godzilla destroys. I think I recapped it pretty well.
Actually, the sales pitch worked. I can't wait to play it.
But Nintendo,
Nintendo knew what they had.
Yeah.
And they came out swinging with the one and only title, Super Smash Brothers.
It's if they do this correctly, yeah. I mean,
Sakurai.
the most faithful gaming community is the Smash community. Love it or hate it. But I will give the Smash community, I said it maybe 2 episodes ago, I'll say it again. Smash community, they will make money for Nintendo. They are faithful. So if they do 5 right, it's going to be huge.
here's some of the
Huge.
things they did right. They did a lot of things right. Every single character from every Smash Brothers game in
Has
history,
made it back.
plus a couple of extra ones.
Daisy. Daisy is the echo of
She is the echo of Peach.
And
We've got the Inklings.
the Inklings,
Those are the Splatoon characters.
which have
That's
an
awesome.
They have an
That is
awesome, fighting style, where they use their ink and they can swim in the ink.
I can't wait
And
to
you have
see
to
how that's going to
refill
get
it.
into competition.
And just like I predicted, director Ridley Scott is making an appearance in this game. Perfect representation
he just
of him.
flew right in.
Amazing.
He just flew right in.
Is that really happening?
So, 2 episodes ago, I made a dumb joke about Ridley, one of the enemies from Metroid. I said it was director Ridley Scott, but predicting that would be one
Yeah.
of the new characters, and sure enough, in there,
happened.
He came right
they
up towards
also
the end.
announced you can use GameCube controllers.
GameCube controller support.
A lot of purists are going to love
That is not being a very good Smash player, but being surrounded by very good Smash players. There's no better way. And I'm excited too, because maybe there might be some other uses for those GameCube controllers in the near future.
And it sounds like they're going to be making their own, because they showed a new image that looked a heck of a lot like the ones they had for the Wii U, but maybe they just kept the mold and they're going to manufacture them, charge, I assume, $60 a pop, because people will buy them.
Maybe they'll come out with a new adapter.
Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Give me the original.
Well, they're all licensed.
Yeah,
they're
I
all
know,
licensed.
they're all
controllers.
licensed, but get me that original GameCube controller. Have some of our friends that we know that do a lot of modifications on them and soup them up, and I'm happy.
Well,
Well, we're talking about controllers.
we're
aren't
talking about controllers. And
Well.
it's E3.
we? E3.
Well,
You're in-
there's this and that. We talked about the extra Donkey Kong content for the. I don't think we have anything else to talk about from E3 this year or any other. I mean, ooh.
All right,
God.
so that was my.
The Game & Watch character, you can still play him. 'cause
You're
he-
killing me. I want to talk about this. Go on.
No, I don't
You
think
done?
Jay,
No, sincerely, is there anything else you want to talk about?
I wanna-
2018 E3. Anything?
E3, watch the summaries. Tell us what you like. We want to hear about it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to
So the first
1997.
Halo is actually going to be...
Kevin.
You're cut.
Well, I'm going to take it back to 1997. For those of you who are still getting to know us and what we do, we are pop culture preservationists, and we are very, very ingrained in the preservation of video games. So since it was E3 this week, and we're talking about it on the show, let's break out something that I'm pretty sure many of you have never seen before. this is the 1997 Star Fox competition controller. These were handed out in 1997, when they were doing a big hoopla for Star Fox for the N64. What makes this thing so special is not just that you got it at E3, but the fact that up until this one in my hand right now, there were only 12 known to exist. This will be the 13th to be verified to exist. This is pretty big in our world. If this were to have been a video game at this obscurity level, you probably could put a down payment on a house. Because it's a controller, it's still somewhat reasonable. Probably estimates maybe around $2,000. What makes this so verified for us is we know where it came from. There were newsletters that were written speaking about how some of the Nintendo employees took some of these home for themselves. We're very good friends with a reseller who's based out of North Jersey. And he got a random phone call by someone looking to sell all of their video game collection. And it turned out that there was a man who just really wasn't into collecting, but his mother was a Nintendo employee. And she happened to have passed away, and he inherited a house full of prototype cartridges, a house full of every game you could ever imagine, promotional stuff. And I got the phone call from our very good friend saying, Jay, I know you guys are developing a video game museum. This is the piece I think you should have. What makes this even more extraordinary is that this was found at the bottom of a box. It is not perfect. It has damage on it, right? This thing was used. This guy actually spent his childhood using this rare controller as his actual controller.
Wow, that kills me. I'm just picturing him playing Mario Party and
and I want I wish I don't know if we can zoom in or not, but this is just really worn in. It's actually missing part of the decal. And
It's got some skin on the...
my wise sage over here, Benny, was warning me at first not to buy this because there were a lot of frauds made of this. Because there was somebody about 10 years ago making a lot of fraudulent copies of this, and they were making bank. This was one of the last items this guy received from his mother. This was received in the family way before anyone even knew that they should be worth faking these things. So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing an in-depth verification process in the future. This is going to be 100% out in the open. We are here to preserve history. We're not here to protect fakes. So we wouldn't be this excited about something if it wasn't real.
If it's fake, we'll do a whole episode about how fake it
Yes.
was and how dumb we all are.
Yes.
Especially this guy right here.
It's so real. Smell it.
Oh.
It smells horrible. But
Smells
it's
like
still,
your
it's still
work
really
hand-
rare.
Smells
and
like
awesome.
your work hands.
Yeah, it was my work hands, my meat fingers. Yeah, but that to me I thought was fitting, the fact that we're doing an E3 episode. These are the things that we're trying to achieve. So someday we're going to be looking back at the 2018 E3.
I hope they have
and
GameCube
we're
controllers
we're going to find something that was worth preserving from that E3 as well. So that's what we do.
I bet it's one of the 3 Gears of War games.
I bet you, I guarantee you.
Yeah, it's gonna be that.
You're gonna watch. It's gonna be the greatest 3 games ever created in history, and you're gonna just be eating crow for all the crap you talk today about it.
Well, just because I hate leaving on a high note, what do you think the biggest disappointments were? What did you want to see at this?
I don't think-
not you.
I don't
No,
think.
I'm just-
I don't
yeah,
think there's
I was
any
on vacation.
disappointments. I think as an E3 as a whole, us as gamers came out on top. We came out on top
I
with
think s-
everyone pushing themselves to another limit.
I think seeing Smash have every character is a pretty good tip of the hat to gamers.
Yeah.
Nintendo's been on a tear for that lately. A few other mistakes we noticed, but other than that, Nintendo has been tipping their hat to gamers.
Well, I think that we had a lot that went on in E3. I think we have a lot in the upcoming years.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt you right there.
And
So I
we
wish
need to
they
go.
came out with a Smash Brothers special edition console. I also
Kevin's
wish
still pushing for
they
this.
had announced a remake of Mario Maker for the Switch.
Guess what? You're going to have to wait for Christmas. Okay, so be a good boy, and maybe Smash will come out for a system.
Buy it for me.
Actually, I'm going to agree with you on that one. I don't think your request is not going to not be met. It's
All right.
It's inevitable they're going to
Fine,
start
now that-
making these things.
They will.
All right.
I just had to interrupt your
Kevin,
roundup on that one.
I'm ready to go eat, so I'm done.
Guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate it.
Sorry they weren't that informative anyway. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Kevin?
I'm Kevin.
He's Kevin.
Bye.